Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda and today's reading will be for Sagittarius. Now you don't need to be a Sun Sagittarius to enjoy this reading. You could be a Moon in Sagittarius or Rising Sign in Sagittarius, but we will be taking a look at Sagittarius 2022 themes, and we'll be taking a look at transitioning into 2023 and what 2023 brings here for Sagittarius. Now you can have heavy Sagittarius placements in your chart. It could very well be a fire sign, so Aries, Leo, have heavy fire in your chart to take away some messages here, but this is for the collective, so not everything will resonate. But if you've clicked on this video, chances are there is a message here for you. So if you feel so inclined, please stay. Don't forget to check out your moon and your rising sign after this. But we do have here for Sagittarius for 2022, we've got the Devil, we got the Queen of Pentacles, and we got the Four of Wands. All right, thank you, Spirit, for clear and concise messages here for Sagittarius. So I'm feeling like here for you, Sag, with the Devil and the Queen of Pentacles, this kind of polar opposite energy. You know, Devil speaks of being bound to something, being kind of imprisoned, maybe of our own actions. Maybe we feel like we're bound to someone. Maybe there's obsessions, there's addictions. There is this devil energy that's kind of surrounding you for 2022. Maybe you didn't make the best choices or you feel bound to a situation. But with the Queen of Pentacles, I mean, the Queen speaks of this stable person who is very kind, but is, you know, very motherly, solid, committed individual here. So she does not look happy. So potentially, you know, you might have felt like you were committing yourself or investing yourself in a situation that might have made you feel like you were tied or bound to a situation. You know, none of these cards actually look happy in this deck, but I do feel like she is feeling like she's missing out on something. With the Four of Wands, you know, the Four of Wands is that traditional marriage card, the unity, the family, the celebration, celebrating, you know, family coming together. And I feel here as though maybe there was a lot of celebrations, you know, a lot of overindulgence with parties potentially too for 2022. Yeah, but overall I'm feeling as though there's something missing here from what you were looking or at least expecting here for Sagittarius. We will get some clarifiers here for you, Sag, for 2022. We have the Knight of Pentacles, and this is coming in reverse. So I'm feeling like you feel stuck in a situation, or at least you were waiting for something to come. Maybe something didn't come. Here we have the Page of Swords in reverse. So maybe waiting for some communication, waiting for someone to be upfront about something, communicate something, come in with something that never really came. It's a conversation that was supposed to happen that never really came. I feel like there's just this waiting, this need for clarity, this need for truth. And then the Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah, not getting one's wish, not getting what one desires, not being fulfilled emotionally. So 2022 is a year that, you know, there wasn't emotional fulfillment, but maybe there was a lot of over drinking. Could very well be, yeah, like maybe over partying, over drinking, over celebrating. But there is this desire for something that's missing, something that's coming, something that never came. But I do sense this gratifying oneself over and above, maybe being a little bit too, you know, focused on substances here. Let's see what's going on with the transition into 2023 for Sagittarius. What's going on with Sagittarius here for 2023 and the transition? Thank you, spirits. Now we have the Ten of Swords. transitioning into 2023 for Sagittarius. What do we have? That one's calling out to me. We got the Two of Swords. Lots of swords energy. Lots of mental thoughts. Here we have, I do feel as though Spirit wanted me to read that one upright with the Ace of Cups. Okay, so there seems to be a painful ending of something. It's pretty painful. But good news is that, you know, I do feel as though the ending, the worst of it has happened, or at least you're transitioning away from this ending into what's next. I feel with the Two of Swords, there's a decision that needs to be made now. Maybe you're kind of sitting in this ending, not pulling the trigger, excuse me, either which way. And I feel as though you're not pulling the trigger either which way to make a decision. But I feel as though this has something to do with starting an emotional new beginning for yourself. Maybe something that would bring you happiness, personal happiness to your heart. You know, something that's going to fulfill you emotionally. Something maybe that you've wanted to do or bring into your life that's going to emotionally fulfill you. You're still kind of sitting on making this decision. Maybe you're still identifying what it is that's going to bring you this emotional fulfillment. Can we get a clarifier here for the Ten of Swords for Sagittarius, Spirit? Why is the Ten of Swords here? Then we have the Four of Cups. What is the Two of Swords here, Spirit? We got the King of Wands. And then why is the Ace of Cups here, Spirit? And we got the Five of Wands in reverse. Okay. So more cups, some wands. So there's definitely some passion here. I feel as though maybe there's a lack of, there has been so much lack of movement, and there might be some competition, and there's this need to fight or to change or to drive forward as the King of Wands, but you've been kind of indecisive and moving ahead in what it is that you want. And I feel like there might be even a lack of boredom or a lack of, you know, not accepting what's being offered to you at this time, and maybe going after what it is that you want to do. With the Four of Cups, you see there's this offering of love and emotional offering, and you know, this person in the standard tarot isn't looking at it, but in this depiction, he's looking at the cup, contemplating whether to take this cup. And I do feel like there is a decision to take the cup, you know, emotionally fulfill yourself, what it's going to take for you to take that cup. But I feel as though, you know, there is this painful ending, and potentially that's the hesitation, is getting over this painful ending. But also what Spirit is saying is there's this need to go after what it is that you want. You know, the Five of Wands speaks of competition and challenges, but with it in reverse, it could very well be just this mental challenge within yourself that you need to overcome first in order for you to know what it is that you want to drive after. It could even be healthy competition. So I feel as though there might be something that you're deciding on whether to go after, you know, as we go into 2023, where to focus your passions and your energy and make that decision. So let's take a look at 2023 for Sagittarius, Spirit. What do we have coming in 2023 for Sagittarius? What's the theme here for 2023 for Sagittarius? Thank you so much. We have the Six of Swords in reverse. And so we have the King of Cups in reverse. And we do have the Page of Wands in reverse. So 2023, I feel there is a need to let go. I mean, I was feeling here, even though there was an ending, there still was an indecision or an inability to make a decision, to receive what's going to emotionally fulfill you. I think there's still some hanging on to this painful ending. With the Six of Swords, I feel like there's an inability to move towards calmer waters. There's still a hanging on to painful past. Having to get over a painful past or move towards calmer waters. But the King of Cups in reverse is someone who might not be completely open and honest with one's emotions, or maybe Could even be overly emotional, not being able to control one's emotions. And yeah, I feel like there's a lack of movement or a lack of forward drive or focus drive or inspired drive because of these emotions that need to be dealt with, that are a little bit all over the place. And the hanging on to the mental pain of this painful past. Maybe there's some healing that needs to happen, but there's definitely a blockage here when it comes to moving towards what it is that you want to kind of go after or be inspired to move towards until this is resolved here in 2023. So let's take a look at why is the Six of Swords here, Spirit, for Sagittarius here for 2023. We got the Three of Swords. Yeah, that's the heartbreak card here. So we're getting over some heartbreak. We're not letting go of heartbreak. Maybe we're not healing, not moving towards what's going to help us heal. Still hanging on to some heartbreak, some emotions that need to go checked. Page of Cups in reverse. And unable to accept an emotional offering coming in. You know, the Page of Cups is coming in with an emotional offering, but it's in reverse. So it's blocked. We're not taking our emotional fulfillment because we're still dealing with maybe emotions of a heartbreak that we're still trying to let go of. Here with the Five of, or this is the Hierophant, so the 5 major arcana. Hierophant speaks of, you know, higher learnings, tradition, could be your traditional marriage card, social construct, way of being, way of living. I feel like you're most likely going to review your whole way of being, your whole way of life, what it is that you want for yourself, where it is you want to drive towards. You're turning down emotional offering of love because you are in pain. You're trying to heal yourself. There's emotions that need to go checked, get in check, that are going unchecked. And I feel like it's, yeah, it's bigger than this. The Hierophant's a major arcana. This is a need for reviewing how one lives one's life, what one wants to do with oneself, you know, and I feel there's still this pain that needs to be healed from, that's still kind of lingering or at least being held on to. Let's take a look here for Sagittarius for 2023. Spirit, can we get 3 cards for the theme for 2023 for Sagittarius? Thank you, spirits. And we have the 9 of Wands. That's the Wounded Warrior card. We got the Death in reverse, fighting transition, fighting change, taking one's stance against maybe protecting oneself, not moving into what's new. And we got the Queen of Swords here, a need for clarity, cutting through the BS, being open and honest and truthful with one situation. I feel like Spirit's saying that there's still a hanging on to the past. There's a fighting off what, you know, what's meant for you. Maybe you're kind of guarded. I feel like you're guarding your heart. You're maybe standing your ground, but protecting your heart. But Spirit's kind of wanting to bring in this emotional offering, this emotional fulfillment for you. And you're kind of not really moving forward. You're kind of fighting this change here for 2023. And that there's this need to be, you know, clear, open, and honest with your feelings, your emotions, and with truth, with truthful situations, maybe taking a hard look at the truth in order to deal with some of these situations that have left pain. You know, the Sword speaks of mental pain, and there's the 3 of Swords, which is heart pain, mental anguish, hanging on to some mental anguish here that needs to be resolved. Yeah, so that's what I see here, you guys, for Sagittarius. And if this resonated, leave a like. Don't forget to check out your moon and your rising sign. And subscribe if you'd like to. And we'll see you again. Bye, guys.